So there are 25 alphabets in the Yoruba language. We call alphabeti. The singular, the plural, it's alphabeti. So, or you can say àwọn alphabeti. So I'm going to pronounce them and then I'm going to show you how they are written in capital letters. A, B, D, E, F, G, B. E, G, K, L, M, N, O, P, R, C, Sh, T, U, W, Y. I'm going to take it again. A, B, D, E, F, G, B. E, G, K, L, M, N, O, P, R, C, Sh, T, U, W, Y. See how musical it sounds. So this is how we write the Yoruba alphabet in capital letters. Nothing exactly different. You put the accents where the accents are. You put the ami, the signs where they are supposed to be. Like we have the A, after the capital letter E, you put your little dot there, or just a little stroke there. So that's how it is. There are 7 vowels in the Yoruba language, and there are 18 consonants. They're all 25, like in total. So in English we have A, E, I, O, U. In other languages we have ones that are similar, but in the Yoruba language we have A, E, I, O, U. There are 7 of them, and the rest are consonants. We call the vowels voweli, and we call the consonants consonanti. Let's go into the Yoruba accents. Now, why are Yoruba accents important? First, I'm going to tell you what the accents are, how we pronounce the accents, and I'm going to tell you why we need accents in Yoruba words. So, do is the first accent. There are 3 Yoruba accents. The first one is do. The second one is re. Now, to identify re on a syllable, we would usually put a dash, but not anymore. It's extinct. We don't use the dashes anymore. And then we have the mi. So do comes from the left and mi comes from the right, and we don't put any accents on re. We just leave it that way. So you might not understand what I mean now, but when I get into the next section, you will understand what the accents are for better. So accents are very important in writing the Yoruba language because they help us to identify words. Now, there are lots of Yoruba words that have the same that are written the same way, pretty much. Like without the accents, there are words that could mean like several things. So to identify words, to enable us to pronounce them, and know what those words actually mean, and how applicable they are to whatever, we do need the accents. If I just see someone write igba, like I would not know exactly what they mean. Like I would not know if they are talking about time, because if a person writes time, it would just be that same way. If a person is talking about a calabash, they would write it that same way. If they want to talk about era, that same way. If they want to talk about garden egg, it would be that same way. So how do we pronounce words. That's why I'm finding it difficult to pronounce it, because I don't know, how exactly. If I saw it in the sentence, I would be able to say, okay, this is what this is what the person is probably saying. But without the accents, I would not be able to understand words. Like, nobody would be able to understand them. We would not know what they actually mean. So look at, I put the accents there. Now I'm able to tell if a person wants to write time or era, igba, they would we put accents in syllables like igba. So e sounds like do. Remember, I showed you the accent. The do comes from the left to the middle, like from the left. So igba, do. We put the applicable accent. To understand how to put accents on Yoruba words, just so that you would make it easy for yourself and others to read, you would have to first of all pronounce what you mean. If you mean time in Yoruba is igba. Now you don't just want to write alphabet E, alphabet G, and alphabet A, and just leave it like that. Nobody would know that you actually mean time. You have to put the accents on igba. So when you pronounce igba is time, you would know that do is what you need to put on the two syllables. G and B, the they are one letter. Remember when I was talking about the Yoruba alphabet, I talked about alphabet B comes after G, B. So igba, do. Then if I want to talk about calabash, igba, if I tell someone log big basi, put the calabash there, and I just write E, B, and A, they would not know what I mean. They would not know if it's something else they need to put there. So I have to be able to identify what I mean with the accents. Igba now, it is Remi. So igba, Remi. Remember I told you that we don't put any accents on syllables that have re, like e, re, e, re. Remember, it's different from e in time. I think to better understand how Yoruba accents are applicable and their importance, you need to learn Yoruba words and know how to be able to at least identify words. So probably in the next video I'll begin to introduce some words, like some basic salutations and some basic words that are important, at least for an average Yoruba person to know. So, or at least someone that wants to speak the language. So igba, Remi, igba, that's how you put the accents on igba. Then igba, garden egg, it's a kind of I'm not sure if it's a fruit now or vegetable. So do you remember the accent that comes from the left, do, and the one that comes from the right, mi? Igba, do, mi. And if I want to talk about 200, it's igba, rere. So if I see someone write igba without any accent in a sentence, or even outside the sentence, I would be able to tell that what they mean is 200. So igba, rere, that's how you write 200 in Yoruba. I'm going to go into another example. So if I see someone write the combine this 4 alphabets, alphabet Mary, O, G, U, ni. Without the accents, I would know that what they mean is war, like Ogun, Rere. But they might not be speaking about Ogun. They could be talking about a drug, Ogun. They could talk about 20, Ogun. They could talk about the Ogun deity, Ogun. And they could talk about inheritance, Ogun. So how would I be able to tell? I need my accents. This is why accents are important. Like without the accents, you would confuse a lot of people, except you use words in sentences and people are able to get what you mean, but the accents are very important. So this is what I mean. So if someone wants to talk about battle, they'll say Ogun, Rere. Remember I told you, to identify a syllable with the re, you don't have to put anything on top of the syllable. So we always put the accent on vowels. Let me not forget to mention that. We never put them on the consonants. We always put them on the vowels. So Ogun, Rere, Ogun, Dodo. Ogun, Domi, Ogun, Remi, and Ogun, Remi. 20 and inheritance, they are written the same way. So your inheritance is like the property that you get from somebody, probably a parent or someone older. So that is what we call Ogun. So Ogun, 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 Ogun for 20, and then Ogun as well for inheritance. That's how we identify them, so that we don't confuse others. So to identify Yoruba words, let me say to put accents on words, like no matter how profound you are in the Yoruba language and how knowledgeable you are, you have to make things easier for you to know how to put accents on Yoruba words. You need to pronounce them first and then put the applicable accent on the syllable. We always put the accent on the vowels. We never put them on the consonants. So shan is one syllable, shan. While pronouncing that syllable, you need to think, what accent sounds very much like that syllable. If I say shan, first I will check, does this sound like do? Does it sound like re? If I want to say shan, I would say shan. That it doesn't make sense. Like I want to talk about the deity Shango, so it would be, and it cannot be me, because it would be shan. It doesn't sound like it. So it's very easy to learn how to put accents on words when you first of all pronounce them. If I say shan, do, go, me, Shango, do me, Shango, do me. So you have to pronounce them first. If I want to talk about the Ori and I want to put the accents on it so that I can, maybe perhaps in writing or something, I'd be able to tell someone else that what I actually mean is the ed, the Ori, I would first of all pronounce it O. The syllable O sounds very much like re. Doesn't sound like do. It doesn't sound like me or re. So I know that I don't have to put anything on that syllable. Re, me. So it sounds very much like me. It doesn't sound like re or something. It sounds like re. So ori, re, mi. That's how to put accent on those words. Now, ọkùnrin, ọkùnrin. There are 3 syllables, so 3 accents will be applicable. Or doesn't sound like do. Like if it's going to be do on that syllable, it's going to be o. It's going to sound like that, but it's o. It's much higher than o. So I know that it's re, o, re, then kun, 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 do, do, do. Doesn't sound like re. That would be okun or something. So that's not it. It's okun. So it's re do, re, re, ọkùnrin, re do re. So I know that I would be putting the do on the second syllable there. Kun, do, ri, re. Obìnrin, re do re. Obìnrin, re do re. Just the same way. You to know how to put accents and words, you need to be able to pronounce those words, break them into syllables, and then put, there would only be one accent in one syllable. So ọkùnrin, re do re, obìnrin, re do re. That's how you put accents on those words. I'm going to revisit this later. It's not something you can take for like it has to be continuous. So I'm going to revisit this. I'm going to revisit this. So there would be lots of time to practice the accents, but I hope you have an idea of how it works now. It's that simple. Ọkùnrin, obìnrin. Okay, if I want to talk about baba is father. Baba, domi. Just learn how to pronounce words, break them into syllables, and then put the applicable accent in each syllable. And if you were going to put the accent in a syllable, it would always be on the vowel, never on consonants. So that's about it.